Hey everybody, Old Man Alchemist back. In our last episode, we did our first trial of Akul, and hope that's how you pronounce it. So we got the ability to make a still suit, and here we're just going to go ahead and finish making that. And what's really cool is you can see the stuff being formed there, which is pretty dope. So now we got plenty of water, and which I'm about to show you. Alright, so now let's equip it. Oh, it put the whole thing on me. Well, it didn't do the boots. Actually, it didn't put the whole thing on me.
Impressive, off-worlder. Just remember, if you didn't connect the tubes between the calves and the thigh pads just right, you'll be drinking your own liquefied feces.
Yeah.
And that does not count as hydration, by the way. I have good news, off-worlder. My leg has recovered enough that I will risk it to move forward. I know a place in your sector where we can meet. Craft a survey device so you can figure out how to get there and join me.
Okay. The still suit is a body enclosing garment that mitigates hydration loss by giving protection from the elements and filtering reclaimed wastewater. I'm sure that has a acquired taste. Still suits collect water in tube excess catch pockets while worn. This water can be consumed to restore hydration. Okay. F. Drink from catch pockets. So, the nice thing is that, you see, our water is full in both things. We don't have any blood to deposit. But we do have water that we can put in that leader John. And yes, I know the leader John has seen better days. It's about ready to say, oh. But something's better than nothing. Let's get this garbage out of for now. Alright, so we need a small ore refinery, and I don't think we can fit that there. So let's put it up here. And research. So here we go. Small ore refinery. And now, I guess, construct a small ore refinery. That's a blood purifier. That's a ore refinery. And use copper ingot. So let's just, isn't there something we're supposed to be able to do with circuits in this thing? 60 is 75. Storage. So circuit 1. Not backpack. That's the N. But it's not letting me... Oh, storage. No, this is thing storage. Why is this only allowing me to, do that? That's strange. Okay, whatever, man. Let's go ahead and just start cranking out copper ore. Finally, we have something we can do with all this copper ore that we, somebody's been through to get the copper ore. Let's, oh, I've got to make, and I don't have it on me. Let's see. Is there enough here? What is that weird sound? I need to make a array. Improvised cutter array. Alright, so excuse me, sorry about that. Alright, let's get those fuel cells. They're not batteries. I don't know why I keep on calling them that, but I do. Just going through because right now and Shy Halou really sounds angry. I wonder if it's just crazy guys out there trying to provoke the worm. There are people that do that. I don't know why, but You know, like Alfred said in Batman, some people just want to watch the world burn. Alright. Got quite a bit of stuff. Plenty of water that we can drink. A few cells are back. Man, those things spawn quickly. I mean, that's the beauty of this spot. I don't know if it's going to be here next week, but you know, I'm thinking that when it's time to move, if I have a excess of power cells, well, you know, that's just good for the move. Definitely power the next base. Man, Shai-Hulud, I mean, somebody must be crossing or something like that, man. I don't think now is a good time to try getting across there if a whole bunch of people are trying to do it. All right. We got a tidy little sum. Plenty of stuff for you know, right now, because we don't want to go through all the water we've got. Okay. Because we don't want to go through all the water we've got. Hydrate as best we can. Oh, we still have some there. Okay. So we're going to research a survey kit. Fabricate a survey probe launcher and survey probe. Okay. What is that there? I can't build that yet. I don't have the ability to make copper ingots, unfortunately. Oh, actually, I do. I make copper ingots, so why am I not able to make that bloody thing? I'm not sure.
Did you get a probe made? Good. Static discharge from the sandstorms makes map data extremely unreliable on Arrakis. But if you can get it high enough, a handheld probe can gather enough local data to give you a snapshot of the region. Climb somewhere high and fire off the probe. Just don't let the Sardaukar spot you.
Okay, mechanical parts. I don't know if this is even considered high enough, but we're about to find out. Pretty much higher than 7. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm high enough.
Very good. I'm going to the Griffin's Reach trade post. Come and find me there. Just remember to be careful crossing the sands. Move from rocky ground to rocky ground. Learn how far you can move on sand before the worm comes. And remember, look both ways before you cross the desert.
Okay. I only have 1,600. That's barely anything. I need mechanical parts. I need 3 of those. Not if they're selling that at $7.50 a pop. What do I get? Oh, I bet you it's one of those. Yeah. Mechanical parts. Okay. I need to hit these guys. This guy and this guy. So I can make the stuff I need. Pure, plain, and simple. Travel to Griffin's Reach trade post, which I am at already. And let's get those few cells. Yeah, I guess I got some kind of obsessive compulsive thing going here. It's hard for me to see that and just walk by and not take it. It's crazy, I know. What can I say? Man, Shai Hulud is really... At trade posts, you can find merchants for buying and selling, a contract board with employment opportunities. Where'd I go? Oops, wrong way. Ornithopter pilots willing to transport you elsewhere, and convenient shelter from storms.
Alas, Offworlder, it seems my fame precedes me even here, at the arse end of the Haga Basin. Your Emperor's lackey, Count Fenring, has put an obscene bounty on my head. And while I'm flattered to be his great boogeyman, the added attention is making life complicated. Take a look around. There's a contract on the board that might interest you, but be careful. Civilized men are not to be trusted.
Right, we need to go back to the house to get the copper ore and the scrap metal. We got more than enough of that stuff. there. Let's see, how do you split? Okay. We're going to take that. Scrap metal. Probably enough right there. You go there. Okay. Now let's go and deliver this. What am I doing? Damn, what the? Okay, I don't know what just happened there. But whatever. Okay, this is just weird. So first thing we're going to do is get these contracts, and then I should have bought the damn money. Okay.
Look at the way you stand. No discipline, no confidence. I've killed 1,000 like you on the battlefield. Well, a little respect with some good sense in the proportion. There's something here I can work with. But don't despair. Salvation is at hand. I can show you how to fight. I can teach you how to kill. And it will only cost you a little pain. I am Gavori, veteran trooper, freelance adventurer, and slayer of cheap vintages everywhere. And I'll train you to be just like me, for the right price, which just happens to be whatever's in your pocket right now. Then listen closely. During the Battle of Arakeen, I was drugged and kept out of it by a group of conspirators. For the sake of my honor, I have spent the last 8 years tracking down and destroying them, one by one. Who knows how the Battle of Arakeen would have turned out if I hadn't been kept away. And now, I have reason to believe the conspirators are nearby. Track them down, kill them. My thirst for vengeance has been slaked by 1,000 flasks of cheap beer, but it is still my price for training.
Okay.
Do this for me, and I'll set your feet on the path of the trooper.
Thank you. Contract menu, J. Okay, here's contract. Trooper Basics, 2,000 Solari, that's not bad.
Oh. Bye, kid.
Oh, hi. Yeah, baby.
Scrap metal. Set contract. Deliver items. And scrap metal. Contact issuer. No contracts available. I have to buy a unique leader John, which means claiming contract rewards. And required. Completed contract. I got 1,500 for that. So I guess I can buy the leader, John.
Hey, stop. I know the face of every sand-sucking bandit, scavenger, and merc from here to Harko, and I don't recognize you. So perhaps you'll give us the courtesy of who you are? And while you're at it, why our airspace is crawling with Sadukar? Not a talker, eh? Well, the rules at Griffin's Reach are simple. You pay up front and don't cause trouble, or we'll toss you into the storms. Good? Name's Mir. I do the trading and the talking. My silent partner here does the fighting. And there's a contract board in the corner if you need work. The Padishah Emperor, in his infinite wisdom, has blessed us with a cohort of his most efficient and ruthless Imperial Sadukar. They use Chom mercs for the hunting mostly. I suspect the real Sadukar are looking for Fremen, and that bastard Zantara. Have you been living under a rock? Zantara is a terrorist scum of the highest order. The Emperor has placed 1,000,000 Solari bounty on his head. I don't think so. But if he did, the Sadakar would garrote him. In the meantime, the Kirab suffice as target practice. Scavengers is too good a name for them. Everyone does what they can to scrape by. Scavies do it by mindlessly killing everyone and each other. They are no more. Exterminated by the Sadakar, and rightfully so. Only the terrorist Zantara persists. But I'm confident not for much longer. This region was once crawling with their filthy kind, but not anymore. If one walked through the door right now, I would shoot him in the face.
Well, I'm Fremen. Alright.
What's on your mind? I used to live on Rosek. For a long time, I thought it was the biggest shithole in the universe. So, I bartered my way off the planet. Problem was, I was so desperate to leave Rosek, I thought anywhere would be better. Turns out I was wrong. What's on your mind? Unless someone shows up with a load of salvage, I've got time to talk. Settlement? Ha! People don't live out here. They cling. Bandits, scavengers, and a couple of fools stupid enough to run trade posts. Sure, Smiley Tig still runs his place northeast of here, across the gap. You'll figure it out if you meet him. The Griffin is the Harkonnen house symbol, and while we have no official affiliation, I like to think they are aware of Griffin's Reach. What about them? The Duke is a weak fool, and his house will fall. The Baron is 5 moves ahead of the Atreides at every turn. There's one of those old desert testing stations out east of here. Been unsealed for a while. Probably picked clean by now. There was a fellow, bought supplies a while back. An ecologist. He was here to audit the station. Said he was camped above it. He'd know more. What's on your mind? No, he is quite mute. I don't know the how or why of it. The bastard can be quite reticent when he chooses to be. He arrived one night with a patrol of Harkonnen house troopers. I offered them a place to sleep, but when I woke, they were gone. But for Ihor, ridiculous. The troop sergeant must have recognized the value of my establishment. As such, he left Ihor behind to protect their interests here.
Yeah, right. Okay, so this is the leader John that I need to buy. And I'll probably buy another one. And that's it. Okay. Pick up contract, scrap metal wrecking crew. Reach the wreck of the Alcyon, acquire Holtzman. Yeah, okay.
You're going to find, Offworlder, that Arrakis is a planet of unique opportunity. No former prisoner would ever have access to the military technology of the Great Houses. But with the war, chaos reigns. Ships crash and are shot down, sometimes spilling military-grade materials onto the sands. The Fremen know the ways of the desert and how to do a lot with very little. The Imperium, on the other hand, have infinite resources and the production capacity of countless worlds. Plunder them, Offworlder. There is a shipwreck near here. Slip inside and claim your share of the spoils.
I think what I'm going to do is deposit water. That leader John is empty, so we don't need him anymore. No sense in carrying around Mr. Busted Up. Not when we have two brand new, nice and full leader Johns. I wish it would stay. I mean, it's frustrating that when you close that and then you go back to it, I guess do I have to equip this? Oh, bloody hell, it's a schematic. Okay, well, I can only make one of them right now, so... that goes in there. Let's make the leader John. Oh. You do have to pick it up, sir. You have to pick it up. That's right. Okay. Look at that. Wait, there was water in there before. That's really weird. Okay. Well, we have a leader, John. Is the moon coming up, or is it setting? Because I really don't feel like messing with the Sardaukar. They're patrol ships. They grab you up. Oh my god. Wow. That thing is, it didn't blow over this way. There's a contract there. But of course, if you move during the day, then you're, you know, all right, let's end that here, and that way we can get over to, well, we have those two. We have the shipwreck and we have the ecology station. So let's end here and then get ourselves over there. Okay. Hey guys, please like and subscribe. Hope you've been enjoying this, and gonna be back soon.